Hello and welcome to FEC Talk. This is Tim with FECTalk.com. Today I want to go over a quick preview of two games that I just received, Rock the Rim and Snowball Toss. Snowball Toss is a downsized ball toss game from Ice Games. It's a smaller version of Down the Clown made for typically little children. Now it is a very, very nice looking piece and well made, as are most of Ice's games, and very good gameplay. Now, I would recommend this game if you have that niche to fill. If you are looking for something for little kids, this ball toss game is really a good choice. Now, if you don't have a large fun center, you don't have that niche to fill, then I would not recommend this game. I would recommend Down the Clown for sure before this one. But I wanted something for the smaller kids because I have a section of my fun center that's all catered towards the younger toddlers, and this just fit the bill perfectly. It's a great game. It looks good. I have not had any issues with it as of yet. I actually had to take it apart to get it in the building, and it was a smooth transition. Was able to get it apart and put back together with no issues whatsoever, and it's good. I see that the snowmen, also known as clowns and Down the Clown, are a little easier to knock over, which is good, because Down the Clown you got to give a little heft in your throw to knock them over, and this is catered towards the kids. So it's smaller and shorter and not as deep as Down the Clown, and that's exactly what I was looking for. So if you are looking for a kiddie ball toss game, I would definitely recommend this one. This is a great piece for that niche. It's not going to be in your top 10. It'll pay for itself relatively quick, probably within a year in most places, but it's not going to be a quick earner like a Ticket Ring or even a Down the Clown, because it just doesn't have that pop. It's made for kids. That's what it's for. So definitely a specialized piece. So I highly recommend it. It's a great piece. The other piece that I wanted to talk about today is Rock the Rim. And I had mentioned it before in a previous podcast episode, but this game is really good, and Baytek does a great job when it comes to coming out with these new games. They're always a quality piece. And I had tried some other basketballs before, and they just didn't work out. They fall apart. And this one does really well. It seems to be really sturdy, and I love the screen on the back. And Baytek games are just quality. They do a great job. And I'm pretty sure they make those things right here in the States. So you could buy a Baytek game with confidence. It's going to be a really good piece. Now, the gameplay, smooth, and I tell you, they did a great job with this, having these glass sides, or plexiglass sides, because people will stand there and watch as people play the game, and then it makes them want to play the game. And a little friendly competition between different guests, very, very good idea. So that and the screen and the interactions that you could do and the different games you could play, and it's just got a good feel to it. All around, great. Another great game. So I know the last couple games that I reviewed weren't so hot, but these ones, I give both of them an A+. Now, I also have to say that the basketball game is another niche game. It's not going to be a chart topper, but it's going to hold its own on income for sure. If you get two of them and people could play head to head, so much the merrier. It just gets hard nowadays, and I understand it because these games are getting crazy expensive. And not only are they getting crazy expensive, they're also adding surcharges to them. And I got mixed feelings about that. I really do. So I don't like the idea of this surcharge. It's like, I don't know. I don't want to get into it. But the games are getting crazy expensive right now. And one thing that I see as a positive, and one of my distributors told me this, was that you gotta look at it as if they just added it to the price, which I kind of think they should. He's like, that price won't come down once things change. If they add it to a surcharge, then the surcharge goes away when everything smooths out. And that makes sense to me, but I still don't like it. And I know you guys don't like it either. It just feels like just another raking us over the coals. Increases in prices, surcharges, but look, Baytek isn't one of them. And they do a surcharge, but it's a reasonable one. Like, I think my surcharge for the basketball game was $150. Okay, got it, no problem. But when I buy a $10,000 game and you're charging me $1,500 for a surcharge, come on, people. That's nuts. I just turn them down. I don't want anything to do with any kind of surcharge like that. And I know you guys don't either. Nobody wants to pay more for that stuff. And I understand the machine manufacturers are hurting too. But I don't know. I just rather wait until everything blows over and buy it. So, back to the podcast though. The Baytek machine and the Ice machine are great games. They're niche games. They're not going to be chart toppers, but I highly recommend both of them if you're looking for something in that niche, because they're both really, really good games. They're both really good quality games. Ice and Baytek have always been a steady for me. I have a lot of their games, and the reason is they're affordable for the most part. They always look good. They're well thought out, and the quality is off the chart. There's other manufacturers out there that, they'll only have a few check marks there. Now, I'm not saying they're bad games, but Baytek and Ice games are just, I think they're top tier. And I would put E-Loud in there as well, for sure. Benchmark, for sure. But other ones, not so much. Well, this is Tim with FEC Talk. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, or you want to send me any kind of email, it's tim@fectalk.com. Thank you so much for listening to the podcast. I hope you get something out of it. And I hope things like this make your fun center, your operations, bowling alley, whatever, more profitable. Thank you so much for listening.